The first thing to note is that if you have any sort of issues with Whitson Plus, the first thing to just double check is to just reload the page, which you can do here up to the left, or you can also use the keyword equivalent, keyboard equivalent, which is just Control R. What that does is that it just refreshes the front end, loads in any new data. So if you've had anything with your memory, or if it's been a problem with your internet connection, then that typically helps solve that issue. If that does not solve the issue that you have, then you can also use the feedback form that you can find here up to the right. That's the way you submit a support ticket in Whitson Plus, and you can provide a lot of different types of feedback. It can be either a bug, or if you have a feedback when it comes to user type of experience, or it could be a suggestion for an additional feature or an additional functionality, or it can just be a generic technical question. So feel free to use this. It's better to use it more than less. And again, the way to access it is up here to the right. And then you fill this out, and when you submit it, everybody on the tech teams gets a Slack notification. We get an email, and you're assigned automatically to a relevant resource that will follow up on your particular request. Of course, if you have or if you just want to know more about a particular feature, you want to know more about the theory of, for instance, a fluid definition feature, you can of course always consult the manual. The manual is also up here to the right, and if you're inside of a particular feature, for instance, the fluid definition feature, and click the user manual, you're brought straight into the fluid definition part of the manual itself. Okay? So that's fairly straightforward. The last thing to just note on a generic basis, which has nothing to do with necessarily the technicalities of the software, but it's just what units you like to show in the front end. First of all, we see here that we have 3 different unit systems that we support. It's field, SI metric, and SI metric with a special Canadian twist.